I see smoke coming out of the house. I see ladders all around the house, and I see firemen going up and
smoke coming out of
the attic, everything. I'm like, oh my God, what happened here? The whole kitchen was all melted.
But the smoke damage, I think, was probably the worst.
In an unfortunate event, we're fortunate enough to be able to meet Ken and his team.
He was such a lifesaver, he really was.
Hi, I'm Ken Sandy. I am the owner of FRSTeam Dryy Restoration. My current role is to be an owner, a leader, a mentor, a doer when necessary. Gamut is the role. With dry cleaning, there's one ingredient that's going to work. And so we were making some pivot corrections from the pandemic. All roads led to that restoration was as pandemic-proof as you could possibly be. And then with a little more deeper dive into the FRSTeam culture, it seemed very people first, which we are centric that way here as well. So it just seemed like a really perfect alignment. We did the onboarding initial phone call, the kind of interview, vet, if you will. Both people are vetting. Did a tour, we had dinner, we talked, we continued to vet culture, personalities. It was smooth, and I think that they loaded it with everything necessary to conform our success. I'd say from the time we had the first phone call, we were signing the FDD within 60 days. Being my own boss allows me to control my own destiny, right? Good, bad, or indifferent, right, wrong, or ugly. And that has just been a real win for me. The flexibility, the work-life balance that it gives me. I can travel and I can work remote. And I couldn't do those things in a more corporate commercial structure. And that has been life-changing. There's a lot of benefits to franchising versus building from scratch. I think it helps you really skip a lot of the guesswork. I think that you align with something that's proven, that there's a brand identity already in the community that you're going to develop. And I think that's invaluable. I think that you are 10 steps ahead of a scratch startup, if you will. One of the biggest benefits of being plugged into the FRSTeam franchise community is that we are amongst a group of sharp entrepreneurs. They all seem to have a people-first culture. They're always willing to jump on a phone call and help. They've become friends / chosen family, if you will. Giving back for us is probably the most important component of who we are. I had facility, I had staff, I had mobile vans, and so why not use that to the biggest part of our capacity? And that has just embarked and launched a huge division for us in terms of philanthropy. We want to be a change agent, and we want to show other small businesses that it's crucial to show up for your community.
Working for Ken, to me, has just been a blessing. I've always been looking for the right mentor, the right leader to take me under their wing. Just to be able to see Ken operate day in, day out. It really helped mold me to the position I'm in as general manager at FRSTeam by Dryy. I really love his aspect on just delegating the right way and letting me just do my thing. And it's the trust factor I really love in someone who is a true born leader.
We create an ecosystem here, and so we really, really pour into our people. So being able to give people a trajectory and a way of life to sustain and support their families, we do take that very serious. This is a difficult business. It's hard work. And these guys work really hard. They're in dirty situations, they're in hazard situations. And so when you're able to do that, all of that matters. From initial call on a potential job, it does vary, right? And so you listen first and you fold into how you can best add value in that moment. So sometimes it's immediately jump in the truck, stop what you're doing to go meet a homeowner on site because they are unraveling. This is the first time they've ever been through that. So in some point, you're just a comforter that it's going to be okay, and you help them through the process. We assess everyone's schedule, and so then we show up and we start packaging things by room, labeling.
We assess all the rooms that are needed for pack out. We give them a list of items that we are taking out for them, recording the process, taking pictures and documenting, having them sign the documents that this is what we're doing and receiving. And then after that is clear communication from where we're bringing the materials and how long we're going to hold them for and what the restoration process looks like for their items. And then also, I think something that makes us stand out from others in the industry is that we allow them to come to our facility to take out items that are near and dear to them if they need it. Some of these homes that we go to, they have to, they're being displaced. They're going to a hotel, or they can only stay in one part of their house, and that's life-changing for a lot of people. So if we can find ways to give them a piece of their old life back by having them come and grab a significant piece, then we want to make sure we give them that.
I'm thinking it's just the fire. I'm not even thinking about smoke damage. I've never heard of such a thing. But then when we're walking in, I'm seeing everything that could have been damaged. I have things from my grandmother it's really heart-wrenching to think about. The only thing you have from them could be ruined.
Look at it, you smell it, and on the walls and the paintings, everything was wrapped up, took away. Our bags, our clothes, things that you don't see in our closets. The whole closet was completely just packed up, taken away, taken to its facilities, restored and taken care of, stored there until the house was ready for it to be, and then they brought it all back in. You know, it's as if it's turnkey.
We really enjoy helping here. Like, we are definitely here to help. And we do set out each day to enrich those that we come in contact with.
I would recommend FRSTeam to anybody. They're absolute first class. If you want somebody to be like a family to take care of you, that would be the right choice.
I can't imagine being aligned with any other team of professionals.